Roman Reigns, the reports were coming out that WWE were considering now putting him back as a babyface, something they tried for a very long time. My argument to that was, isn't he already to a lot of people? And surely, I believe if they really wanted to keep him a heel, they would have left him as he was, and it just be an inside thing where you just keep going out smiling, but we keep throwing you down their throats. That's more. It's kind of odd now that he's this bad guy persona, and he's a badass because he wins these matches without even the outside interference half the time, which is a bit like Brock. It's the same sort of formula. That if they suddenly start having him going back as a babyface playing up to the crowd, I got a feeling that it might fall on its butt again. You know, like I don't want to see him make the same mistake. I kind of feel like this attitude of Roman Reigns, love him, hate him, whatever, just let him be that, you know, and people take what they want. But I believe this is the most popular he's ever been, which is ridiculous, but that's how wrestling works these days.
I've always loved Roman. Right, like I didn't love the way he was originally pushed. Like he was really shoved down our throats when the Shield broke up,
suffering suck attacks.
Oh, Jesus. But for all that, I could see the merits in him. He had good matches. He looks great.
Yeah.
He's grown.
He's got presence.
Yeah, he has, and I've interviewed him as well, so maybe there's a bit of bias there. But he's just such a super nice, great guy. Like I can see why everyone in the locker room loves him. He is a great guy. But he needed the same argument you just made to not turn him face is the same argument I guess we were hearing when it was like, let's turn him heel. Well, he already was a heel. And that's what Triple H used to say, right? Well, people are already booing him, so why would you turn him? But we both know that the goal of those experiments, despite what Triple H said, well, they wanted him to get cheered. They were moving mountains to get that man cheered.
Yeah, of course.
And really, the fact that they were going so out of their way to do that should have told them all along that what they were doing was wrong. They had the evidence all along with The Rock, right? Of the shove down the throats, let him turn, comes back and he'll be huge. Roman will organically be huge. But you don't need to put a label on him and say, well, people like you now, so now be a babyface. Now go out there and kiss babies or whatever. Like, that's not what Roman Reigns needs to be doing. The tribal chief, let it be the tribal chief. People will gravitate towards that. I feel like sometimes there's too much of a, I don't know if label is the right word, but people want to make it a real sort of tangible thing. Like, oh, you're a babyface now, so you have to do this. Like, people like what they like. Like, The Rock was an arsehole, right? But everyone loved him, and they didn't really divert from that too much. Yeah, his actions changed, but he didn't. The way he spoke and the attitude was the same. The energy was the same. That's what Roman needs to maintain. And I feel like with him and Heyman, they were obviously such big proponents of what he's doing right now and the creators of that, really. I mean, Roman had him by the balls because he was sitting at home and Vince wanted him back. So he obviously had a lot of say in what was going to happen. But they'd be silly to divert from that now. If Vince went, well, you know what? Now you're face, you can be what I wanted you to be. He'd be an idiot, and I don't think he is that much. You know, he's a stubborn man, but I don't think he's an idiot. So I would have to imagine that they're just going to keep staying the course with Roman in this role for now. And if the end goal is The Rock, why would you turn Roman anytime soon? You know, I look at Becky when she was red hot. It was when she had all that attitude and she was telling Edge that he might, break his neck and all that rubbish. Or, look at Britt Baker now in AEW. She's not exactly a good person, but everyone loves her. So sometimes it's all about the attitude and the way they're supplied that people gravitate towards. I don't think you should necessarily confuse, and I'm saying this in a Vince McMahon way here, being a good guy with your top star. Right? It doesn't have to be that way. What's popular is what's entertaining, and Roman Reigns is